I've created a post 1 week ago asking community owners how to onboard new members on Skool. And I've collected the gems. I've collected the best advice. So I synthesized everything in this video, and you will learn how to onboard new members in 10 minutes or less. So let's get started. So first, Eric Bryan said a genius thing. Okay, he said a genius quote, which is, imagine it's a party they just showed up to and they don't know anyone, and you're the host of that party. So first thing you do is you greet them, right? You greet them, you welcome them, and then the second step would be to show them around, to show them where the kitchen is, where the bathroom is, where the food and drinks are. And then the third step would be to introduce that person to other people. That's pretty much it. That's how you introduce new member to a party. That's basically the onboarding you have when you are hosting a party. And so it's pretty much the same on Skool. The first step would be to greet people, and you do that with an auto DM function. Maybe you don't have an auto DM, you can just use a normal DM and just DM them as soon as they join the community, and you greet them, you welcome them, you explain who you are, you explain what your community is about, and this way you're building rapport, right? This way you're showing that you are an active owner of the community, and you can help them with everything they need. So the second step would be to show them around, explain them like what you have inside of your community, basically, right? Where the food and drinks are, right? And so you do that with a simple welcome video or a post where you explain what you have inside the classroom tab, what you have inside your community, what you have inside your calendar tab, what like different features you have inside your community, for example, a map feature, leaderboards and stuff, right? So you do that with a welcome video or a post. And then the third step would be to introduce those new members to other members in order for you to start partying inside the community. And you do that with an introduction post. So you have a simple introduction post where you tag new members, you introduce them to other members, and you create strong connections, right? Very simple. And so then Nastasia Woods said that I found simpler works better early on. Too much onboarding upfront can overwhelm instead of help. And Iris said the same thing, which is just keep it very simple, okay? So don't complicate this. This is as simple as it gets. Like, onboarding is actually very simple. And then I heard a genius advice from Tom Stoll. He basically recorded a small loom explaining what you should not do. As you can see, there's just too much stuff. It looks kind of clean, but then there's just so many different action steps. Like, oh, explain what do you do? Like, click here. There's like this YouTube Polish standard. There's like you should do this, you should book a call here, you should like try this thing here, you should follow this link, if you're inactive we're gonna remove you. There's just so many things, right? Like, it overwhelms people like crazy. So you want to keep it very, very simple. So thank you, Tom, for providing this video and with this example. And I saw that Tom actually changed his post. He made it a lot easier for people to actually read. And you definitely want to make it simple. And here's a good example. So Prince provided us with a genius example. So basically here, he kept it very simple. So it's just welcome, start here, here's what you do next. There's just 3 simple steps. Watch the video, start the course, and just book a call. Pretty much it, right? And then have fun and let's get rocking. Very simple. By the way, this is one of the biggest communities on Skool. Like, this guy, he manages one of the biggest communities on Skool, and they just keep it as simple as it gets. That's pretty much the strategy. Just keep it simple and think of it as a party, okay? And now let's actually get into the tactics. Now let's actually talk about how you create your own onboarding experience in your Skool community and how do you make it very, very simple. Actually, Faith provided with a really good, how do I say, like maybe like a strategy or like basically like tactics you can do in order to create your onboarding experience on Skool. And so the first step would be to create a pinned post to set next steps in your community. Okay, so this is the example of one of my clients I'm working with. So I'm helping him create his Skool community about spoken English. And here's what we did. So we basically created like a very simple start here post. And so here we just explain what we do inside the community, which is we just help you become fluent in English through fun challenges. And there's just 3 simple steps. So this is like a short to-do list, right? Just like the one Prince provided us. And it's very simple. And when you create this kind of to-do list inside your community as a start here post, people take action on it, they feel good about it, they reinforce their identity, and they continue engaging inside the community, right? So you just create this pinned post to set next steps, to create this like a simple to-do list. And then the second step would be to actually show them around the community. But the thing is, inside Skool, there's already this function called onboarding, right? So it makes it a lot easier. Skool makes it a lot easier for us, and people learn where the bathroom is this way, right? Of course, they're not learning about the bathroom, but they're learning about all these different features that Skool has. There's this 60-second introduction video that people see when they join your community, and pretty much all of them watch this video. And so they already understand how this platform called Skool works, and you don't even need to create your own video. And the next step would be to get to know people in DMs. So become friends, then guide them inside the community. So this is what you do. It's like you greet them, you hug them, you introduce them to your community, you ask them, hey bro, how's it going? What's your goal for 2026 and stuff? That's how you become friends. That's how you build connections. And that's how you guide them inside the community further. And so then the fourth step is like a bonus step. So what you can do is you can create a welcome post for brand new members weekly. And so inside that post, you can just basically welcome in new members that joined this week. And this way, that one said, this is like a group hug. It's like you're hugging all your members that are new and you're connecting them with your existing members. And so this way, you're actually building like this community vibe inside, right? And so you can just keep it very simple. You just say, welcome new members. Pumped to have you inside of our community. Please introduce yourself below and check out this short post. And you link that back to the initial to-do list or welcome post. This way, you create this kind of like a group hug. And so people feel warm, they feel connected to each other, and you just create a party from that. You make it fun. And so then you can also tag new members inside of it as well in order for them to actually take action and introduce themselves. And this is just going to be great for your engagement as well as for your onboarding because people will actually take action and be active. That's pretty much it. And then my tip would be to actually add a 2 to 3 minute introduction video. Because of course, Skool has this 60-second introduction video. It's great. I agree with it. But my tip would be to actually add your own. Why? The question is why? Well, because people want to take action 10 times more this way. Because with this video, you're really just setting the vibe, right? You're just like showing to people who you are, what you do, what your vibe is. And as funny as it sounds, your vibe attracts your tribe. So if you have a positive, funny vibe, then people will connect with you a lot easier than they would do through a simple 60-second introduction video done by Skool, right? And this way they feel more connected to you specifically, not only to this platform, but specifically to you. And then inside that video, you repeat the action steps. You explain them what to do again, so they actually take action on it. And they're way more likely to take action. And that's how you onboard people and make your community super engaged and super interesting. So that's pretty much it. That was the video. As you can see, it's very simple. I hope that was helpful. And let me know if it was actually helpful in the comments under this post, okay? And also let me know what the next community video should be about, because I'm planning to create a bunch of these small community videos where I actually ask people for advice and then they give me amazing advice and I just synthesize all of it inside one video. So let me know what the next video should be about. I'll create a post and then I'll create a video as well.